you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold. Thank you guys for being here today. If you are new to the Strat or new to the channel, then welcome to you guys as well. We are about to change the way that you guys trade in the stock market. If you haven't done so, you can go down below, click that subscribe button, and then hit the bell. The bell is the important part. It gives you the notifications for when I send out videos just like this one every single day. This is our top 5 watch list for Tuesday, June 21st. Okay, no trading on Monday. Trading resumes on Tuesday. I send out videos for you guys like this one every single day. I send out a bigger watch list. I send out weekly swings, monthly swings. I've got over 200 videos for you guys to learn off of and learn how to trade in the market, okay? Anything from what these candlestick numbers mean to entries and exits, how to play certain setups, what the setups are, how to draw broadening formations, Sarah Strat Sniper's 50% rule, how to trade on the 30-minute chart looking for reversals. It's called the hashtag 30 and 30. It's coined by Paul Ituaru. I have all these videos for you guys for free, okay? You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. Follow along there. I send out daily setups on there throughout the day. You can comment there. You can DM me there if you have questions. I don't care if you think they're dumb or silly. Ask them. I'm here to help you guys out and help you guys learn how to trade in the market, okay, and how to trade with the Strat. So go ahead and comment, DM me, ask me. You can do the same thing down below in any single one of my videos. Ask away. I will help you guys out, okay? I usually get back to you guys within the same day. I'm here to help you guys out, so I'm pretty adamant on getting back to you guys with the questions that you have in a very timely manner. In saying that, I love doing these videos for you guys. I spend a lot of time doing them, and I like doing them. I want to keep them free. You guys shouldn't have to pay for this stuff, okay? This should come free to you guys. And the way that we can keep doing that is if you guys can watch those little 15 to 30-second ads on the videos, let the advertisers pay for these videos to go up, okay? And you guys keep your money in your pocket, okay? Keep it free, and that's all I ask. Just take that little 15, 30-second time period, watch the video, or let the video run through, go get yourself a drink or a snack before you start watching these things, and let the advertisers pay for your guys' education, okay? Because you shouldn't have to. It should be free. A couple other things before we get started. Kathleen B., thank you for your donation. It's very, very much appreciated. If you guys want, there's a link down below to donate to the channel. You can also click the super thanks button. It's the little heart with the $sign. Okay, so thank you guys for that. I appreciate all of you guys who donate to the channel. It means a lot to me. Let's get started on this list. Okay, one other thing before we get started. This indicator right here, this time frame continuity indicator. If you go into the indicator tab and type in, why is it not opening? Type in time frame continuity, and the author is Board Rider B. Okay, and then a couple other people were. What is going on with this thing? I've been constantly asking people to comment down below on what these other indicators are that give you the full bore of what the Strat is. So Strat Assistant is one of the indicators, so you guys can try that one out. And the other indicator is Strat Teach. Okay, so try those two indicators out. I will put them down below in the comment section or in the description section for you guys, okay? So let's get started on this list, this top 5 list for Tuesday, June 21st. Okay, so the first one I've got in list, and guys, these are in no particular order. They're 5 plays that I think are going to do well on Tuesday, okay? So the first one I've got is Lucid. And guys, another reason I picked these plays is because of the spread between the bid and the ask are usually fairly tight. I saw somebody say something about you know, I'm already the spread between them is $1 already, and I'm already $1 out and on the option plays, and then I've got my fees on top of that. I don't play options that are $1 spread. Like if it's $1 spread, if the bid is $1 and the ask is $2, that's not something that I'm jumping into. I like to see the bid be at, let's say, $1 and the ask be like at $1.01, $1.02, $1.03, something like that. Okay, I don't like those big spreads. That's just one of my rules. Doesn't mean you guys can't, but for me, that's not something that I like to jump into. Okay, so that's why I pick plays like Lucid, IWM, SPY, QQQ, Neo, AMD, stocks like that when I'm looking for things. Okay. Usually, if the spread's more than 10%, it's not in my wheelhouse. Okay, so let's start with Lucid inside bar. For those of you guys who've been with me for a while, you know all about inside bars. For those of you that are new, inside bar or a 1 bar in the strat shows consolidation within a stock. Okay, it does not break the high and it does not break the low of the previous candle. Just like we see this red candle here, we stayed within the range. We didn't break the high and we didn't break the low. We consolidated. We tightened. We became a tightening range. And I always tell you guys, when you see inside bars, think of a spring being tightened or coiled, or like a jack-in-the-box being tightened and coiled. And eventually it's just going, and now it's going to go. There we go, to the indicators now. And eventually it's just going to, explode to one direction or the other. And we can go back in time and look. If we go back in time and look on Lucid, and the way this thing operates on inside bars, or any stock operates on inside bars, and for the most part, we usually get these nice, really big breaks down or up. This one ended up being an outside bar. That one was an outside bar. But even off the break of the outside bars, guys, like this opened up here and went all the way down and then came all the way back through. So this was still, despite it being an outside bar, was still a really, really good win off of that inside bar. Okay, so here's another one, inside bar down, inside bar, outside bar, but we started here and we trended way down. So you should have already had your profits in this thing already at that point. Okay, we'll go look at a couple more. There's another outside bar. Here's an inside bar, shot to the upside. Inside bar to the downside. 3-1 setup, but still an inside bar and down for 4 straight days. So probabilities tell us that inside bars really work, and that's how I started becoming successful at options, was trading just inside bars. And I got really good at it, and then I moved on to other things, and I discovered the Strat, and here we are today. So inside bar on Lucid, we can take calls at 1680, puts at 1561. Our targets are marked by the high or the low of the preceding wicks on the candles, okay? So here, here, and here, and then you'd have to go back to find the low, the next low, or pivot point on Lucid. Okay, the month, quarterly, and yearly are all red. We'll see how the day and the week open up. That's one thing we always have to wait for, is to see what happens on that Tuesday to see how we open up, okay? So for me, I would like to see Lucid go down because it gives us confluence with this month, quarterly, and yearly all being red, okay? Next up, we've got Macy's, ticker symbol M. So Macy's also has an inside bar. Again, we've talked about that. We've showed the consolidation in it. We've talked about it being a spring, and you can see here off of this one, we had the same thing where it runs to the upside. This one runs to the downside. Okay, we can go back and look at multitudes, and we can look at these on any time frame, really. Inside bar, nice run to the upside. Even if we were to go to the 15-minute chart on this thing, on Macy's, and try and find these inside bars, and you have to be faster as we go through, but you can see this inside bar had a break up, this inside bar broke down, but we're hitting targets, and that's the thing that we have to be looking at. Inside bar, this one, again, hit targets. This inside bar failed. Actually, this inside bar did not fail, so we came, tagged the top right here, and then we had a 2 down, which broke through targets. Okay, inside bar, through targets. Inside bar, through the targets. Okay, so inside bars are very powerful. It doesn't matter what time frame we're talking about. Daily, weekly, monthly, 15, 5, 3, 2, 1, it does not matter. Okay, so that's the Macy's inside bar. We can take calls at $20. Let's move that down just a tad. Too much. $20.26 and $19.57 for puts. Okay, and then our orders of magnitude or our pivot points or our targets, again, bottom of the wicks, top of the wicks of the preceding candles. Let's go through this one really quick here. This is our first target to the upside. Our second target is not to the high side. Okay, we can take a target there to fill the gap. We can take a target there to fill the gap until that gap is filled. See what I mean? There's no candlestick from this point to this point. So that's what we call a gap. So we have targets 2 and 3 are within that gap area. And then the fourth one can be, again, at the top of the wick right there. Okay? So that's how we do the gaps. And if you're interested on how to play gaps on dailies, so that's another thing that people ask. What happens if the price in the morning, let's say it opens right here at 2060, what do we do? Well, this trigger becomes nullified, okay? And then we go, and you can check out the gap video, then we look on a 15 or a 30-minute bar, and we wait for the break of that 15-minute bar. It's called an orb, opening range breakout of that 15-minute bar. And we play whichever direction it goes off of that. So go check out, I have 2 videos on gap plays that you guys can go check out as well, okay? The thing I like about Macy's is we have the month, quarterly, yearly are all red. So let's look for this thing to potentially come back down to the bottom side. But we also are at this broadening formation as well. Okay. IWM is a Russell's 2000 ETF. And it also is an inside bar. Okay, I think all these plays today are on the top 5 are inside bars. So we can take calls at 167.52, puts at 163.70, and pay attention to this time frame continuity as well. On day trades, I like to see the day and the week the same color, and then anything after that is just bonus and more confluence that the trade is probable of working out. Okay. Next up, we've got Beyond, and Beyond has a double inside bar. And I really like double inside bars, but the one thing I want to make sure you guys watch is the spread between the bid and the ask. And you can go watch some of my trade reviews. I think the DraftKings one was a double inside bar, the DraftKings review video. These things go crazy sometimes off these double inside bars because we're showing consolidation and a tightening range for 2 days. So this spring tightened here for 1 day, and then it tightened again for a second day. So let's look for a nice, real good break off of this, either the highs or the lows at 24.87 or 23.38 as our triggers. And let's look for a nice break. And again, it's not foolproof. Just because you have a double inside bar doesn't mean it does anything. We had 5 plays about a week ago that were all double inside bars, and it was like some tomfoolery, and they just didn't work out. And sometimes that happens, and it is what it is. But we can't let that bother us, and we just move on to the next trade, okay? And I'm going to talk about trade psychology. I sent out a big, long tweet about it already. I do want to do a video on it probably on Monday for you guys, okay? So stay tuned for that as well. So that's Beyond off of this double inside bar, okay? So let's really watch for this. But again, watch the spread and the spread between the bid and the ask. Because if those are too far apart, I'm not joining in on this play. You guys can, but it's a rule for me, okay? Next on the list, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Starbucks is number 5. Okay, Starbucks also with the inside bar. And Starbucks we can take for calls at 72.44 or puts at $70.77. And then our targets again, tops and bottoms of the wicks. And then there's our little gap that we talked about. And then the next one would just go right on top like so. Okay, that's Starbucks. I'll give you a couple bonus plays here. So let's go with Roblox, RBLX, inside bar on Roblox. The day and the week are green, but again, we got to wait for them to open up to see what they are. A higher probability trade would be if this trends to the downside because our month, quarterly, and yearly are already red. So we can look for that on Tuesday. We can take calls at 27.26 and puts at 24.57. And the last bonus play I'll give you guys for today is DraftKings, DKNG. I've had some success on DraftKings over the last little while with the plays working out, including that double inside bar that we talked about. So inside bar on DraftKings, we can take calls at 1163, puts at 1078. If we look at the time frame continuity, the week, the month, quarterly, and yearly are all red. But again, we have to wait for that day and that week to open up. We are hovering around this broadening formation here. So we'll see how that one works out and how it trends off of that inside bar. And that's a list. Let's go back into this this indicator tab. What were those indicators? They were Strat Assistant. So if we type in Strat Assistant, there it is by Ricky Z. Carroll, okay? And he's got a bunch of different ones in here that you can kind of go through and play around with, okay? The other one that we were looking at was Strat Teach. Whoops. I have Strat Teach. And I don't see anything in there, so somebody mentioned that one on Twitter or one of the videos, and I don't know what it is. So Strat V2 I thought was one of them, but maybe not. Anyways, you have the other one, Strat Assistant. Looks like it's got a bunch of good stuff on there for you guys, okay? So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Have a great Father's Day to everybody out there. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy your trading week next week. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Watch those video ads, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.